Floyd Mayweather. Kilala siya ng karamihan bilang matalino, malakas at mabilis na fighter. Nakilala din natin siya bilang isa sa mga successful na fighter na meron niyang undefeated record na 50 wins, 27 by knockout at 0 defeat. Marahil kilala siya ng karamihan bilang isang Manny Mayweather. Ngunit bago siyang maging Manny Mayweather ay nakilala muna natin siya bilang isang pretty boy Floyd Mayweather Jr. Si Floyd lang din naman ang isa sa nagpauso ng isa sa magandang depensa sa larangan ng boxing na shoulder roll defense. Marahil hindi alam ng karamihan kung sino ang nasa likod ng kanyang unang world title victory at world title appearance. Ang nasa likod lang naman ng kanyang first world title appearance at victory ay walang iba kundi ang MP Promotion President, Manager at Matchmaker na si Sean Gibbons. Atin niyang panoorin at balikan ang kauna-unahang first world title appearance ni Floyd Manny Mayweather kontra kay Mayweather Hernandez noong 1998.
The ring on his trunks, a WBC World Champion patch, as if to say, you can have that patch for now, old man, but I've got mine already on my trunks for when the bout is concluded.
That's arrogance for you, the arrogance of youth.
Well, sometimes if you're not sure of yourself, even when you're young, it's not going to get there later on.
Could also be a useful piece of politics if the bout goes to the judges' scorecards at the end.
Yeah, but the slip happened because his tendency is when his opponent punches is to move back just like you saw. So he put himself off balance to be knocked down by a soft punch like that.
He's got reflexes. His reflexes are good. Why not use them? You want to use your reflexes because some guys don't have them.
And rest assured, we'll look at the slip again between rounds. Hard right hand to the body by Mayweather Hernandez. Mayweather
His left foot on the outside of Hernandez. Then he slips back over.
And
Another
he says this is a slip also.
So natural fighters around. Natural because he does it just like he's walking down the street. There's no strain. Generally, it takes years to get a fighter to do the things that he's doing.
So
he does them naturally.
He's relaxed in the ring for his age.
It's like a walk down the street. But it's hard. Mayweather's real smart. Drops his hand, but as he gets close, he picks him up just a little bit. So the further away from you, you see something to hit at, but as you get close, it disappears.
Mayweather, the aggressor, landing from outside with his jab. He got in a right cross across the top.
What Hernandez don't want to do is sit
Backward, stay back. I don't care how dull it is. He's going to have to come to me. Gennaro's crossed himself up in the first two rounds.
Yeah, you see, Hernandez is very frustrated. He's the one leaping and jumping in. And these little quick fighters will make you do that.
And Nady warning Mayweather that he'll deduct a point the next time he thinks Floyd is holding Gennaro behind the head.
Now,
hard right hand by Floyd.
because Hernandez is sitting there waiting for something to happen. Make him stop and think.
Yeah, Floyd Mayweather's having a rousing second round as he takes advantage of Mayweather Hernandez's inactivity to land when he wants to land and then go away.
There, Hernandez is starting to step back a little bit.
CompuBox numbers in the second round.
So far, young Mayweather is simply beating Hernandez to the punch.
And he allows Mayweather to get on his feet. He's flat-footed here. Well, you don't want a fast fighter to do that. The speed.
Mayweather Hernandez has been trained throughout his career by his brother Rudy. And the two of them make no secret of the fact that they often disagree.
Keep that left jab going.
Well, Miguel Diaz, functioning as a cut man tonight for the Mayweathers, is one of the rising training talents in the sport. There's a big 1-2 by Floyd, who landed a left hook and a right cross. Hernandez kind of picking and scratching here and trying to find some kind of attack that will bother young Mayweather. Now Hernandez begins to land combinations by throwing punches from odder, more awkward angles. But Mayweather comes right up the middle with an assault.
Exchanging and stay closer to him.
Yeah, he's working that pocket now. Whenever there's a miss, Mayweather seems to get a little closer.
Well, and Floyd told us yesterday that at some point Gennaro would widen his hands looking to connect, and he'd have an opportunity right up.
4, 5 or 6 rounds, you won't have anything left.
What Hernandez is hoping for.
Shot, change your mind, and get away. That's why I say he's the best natural fighter around, because
Round 5 begins. Harold Letterman, how'd you score the first 4?
Jim, I got a 20-0, 40-36, 40 aggressive Floyd Mayweather. Jim, I got to tell you one quick story. Jose Solimano.
Floyd Mayweather, and nothing happens. That's what you want to do. Make him exercise that side of his body that he doesn't train.
Up against the ropes, just as Floyd told us he would, and Floyd going to work. Hernandez better get his back off the ropes in a hurry.
Well, he's trying to say, this guy's inexperienced. I'm going to let him throw a lot of shots, and I'm going to get him.
Well, nothing else has worked so far, George. So this may be an act of desperation.
But now Mayweather should step around the side. Don't just stand in front of him. Do the same thing, but from the side. Make him turn and so when the guy gets into the rope, you got to do something. This is your chance. You can't allow him to just lay on the ropes and not do anything.
But he's not leaving himself open in that posture, which is the most impressive thing, because that's what Hernandez is looking for.
Jab the opponent to the body too, the challenger. And his corner told him to step around and hit him in the body when he gets him on the rope. Let's see if he follows that advice. Mayweather. The hardest thing in the world is to make a young fighter step around. Not only a father being a good trainer and manager, but almost he's on the tiptoe of being a great one. Great advice.
Low ego enough to allow Miguel to have a proper say. Smart move. If you got Miguel Diaz working in your corner, don't shut him up. As I said, he's one of the rising training talents in the sport.
Always at some fight somewhere, so everything he's saying is pretty knowledgeable. Like Angelo Dundee. He'd be in one fight making $100,000, the next fight making $100.
Well, I mean, Diaz has world champion Eric Morales on his side, being a little cautious as Gennaro goes back to the ropes again.
Boy, he's like a cat. He's and then moving a little bit. You don't want him to be in that position because that's what he likes.
Well,
following him around. Really
Hernandez understands the situation he's in, and he has to make the fight.
Don't just follow him around while he's stepping to his left.
Well, there's no quit in Gennaro Hernandez tonight. Willing to stick his head into the middle of the meat grinder against Floyd Mayweather and try to find something to do. Another brilliant right uppercut by Mayweather, and Hernandez just keeps coming. Gennaro Hernandez showing his champion's will as he tries anything and everything to change the bout against the classy Mayweather. Smashing stuff. Right hand lands for Hernandez. Floyd comes back with a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6-punch combination.
2 counter punchers trying to lead, fight each other toe-to-toe.
Gennaro's taking a lot of leather.
Stand by, guys. You're supposed to do.
Run out. Give your arm down.
He may be only 21 with 17 professional fights, but this is an exceptionally professional performance by Floyd Mayweather.
Now it's up to his corner to pace him now so that he doesn't burn out. That's when you need a real expert corner.
Side edge of the eyelid.
Don't follow him around, Hernandez. Cut him off and make him go over to his right.
Straight right hand.
Far behind, he's getting beat up. He just might only go this round. They're thinking about stopping the fight. That's what I believe.
And the cut above the right eye of Hernandez to the outside of the right eye. Referee Jay Nady indicated to me via a signal that that came from a punch, not a butt.
Good left hook by Hernandez.
The Mayweather kid is not backing up. He maybe he should back up a little bit.
You know, Hernandez has gotten old in this fight. Old because he's in with a wonderful young fighter, but you're seeing that the thoroughbred in him come out right here.
Now he's using his jab. Hernandez is looking and throwing.
And Hernandez lands a hard left hand as he comes off the ropes. Mayweather momentarily lost his balance, but regained it without touching a glove to the canvas.
Boy, he's taking some hard shots, Hernandez, this time.
Maybe more hard shots than his brother wants him to take at this stage. Take it more likely to mean that they want that kind of desperation from the fighter. They want him to pull out every stop as though it's the last round and his only chance is to win by KO.
I think that's it. They told him to go for broke.
Yeah.
But at this stage of the fight, he should be taking it to the younger opponent. He's in a difficult territory, new territory. Don't back up and give him courage. Take it to him.
Well, when you need to fire and you don't, it's often because you don't like what's coming back.
Amen.
Every old fighter, sometimes along the way, is going to run into a young, strong, quick, ambitious young guy trying to take everything away from him. That's what's happening here.
In boxing, you're not going to run into many Mayweather young type fighters. Believe me, this guy is something special. I think that Hernandez may be finding himself being caught. That if you got a corner, you may want to wonder if you want your fighter to just be beaten up, pillar to post, down to the body.
You think a champion wants to give up his title on the stool, or does he just recognize the reality?
Sometimes your life is a little more important than a title belt, and this guy's hitting him.
And that's Rudy Hernandez stops the fight.
And I think that was courageous. You need sometimes a brother who loves you, care about you. Angelo Dundee said, "I'm the chief corner man, stop the fight." He wasn't going to let Larry Holmes punish Muhammad anymore. So I think that was a great move.
Floyd Mayweather, tears of joy. His brother, or rather his uncle Jeff, and his father Floyd Sr. both rushed to the middle of the ring to embrace Genaro Hernandez, a proper show of respect for a great champion who was beaten by a younger, better fighter tonight.
No better said. No better said. And that is his mom in the ring. This guy did everything. His dad has been.
They could no longer continue. Referee Jay Nady calls an end to the bout. The official time at the end of round 8. The winner by knockout victory in this, his 18th professional bout, his 14th KO. He is now the undefeated WBC Super Featherweight Champion of the world.